Hey guys, it's me again. I'm back on the Rodgers organ, and this is another stop tour. So, we have 3 manuals, swell, grape, and choir, and the pedal division. So, let's take a look at the pedal first. We have a 32-foot contraboard. We have a 16-foot principal. "16-foot sub bass." I like to pair that with the violon and the Lieblich gedeckt, just borrowed from the swell. You have an 8-foot octave. An 8-foot violon. An 8-foot gedeckt. And a 4-foot choral bass. And a 3-rank mixture. I'm not even gonna try. So reed-wise, we have a 32-foot contrapassown. We have a 16-foot bombard. And the bombard is a little bit more powerful than a passown, which is why at Sorrows, when you activate the great pedal Baroque voices, the 32-foot contrapassown turns into a contrabombard. You have a 16-foot basson from the swell. We have an 8-foot trumpet. And a 4-foot Rorschalme. I would rarely ever use that. Alright, moving up to the swell, we have a 16-foot Borden. We have a nice Geigen principal here, 8-foot. The Vox Celeste, Roar Flute, and Flute Celeste sound really good together. If I'm feeling really good, I'll couple that swell to swell 4. Sounds really, really nice. We have a 4-foot principal. A 4-foot nocturne. Like 2 2/3 foot Nazard. You have a 2-foot block flute, which is German for recorder. About 1 3/5 tiers. And a 4-rank plein jeu. I like to put that with block flute, nocturne principal, roar flute, and Geigen. If you want full plenum, you could add in the Borden 16. And as far as reeds, we have a 16-foot contra trompette. We have an 8-foot trompette. I think that's an extension of the 16-foot. Eight-foot oboe. We have an 8-foot Vox Humana. I'm gonna put the tremulant on. Even at full swell, that's still a nice, really quiet reed. And a 4-foot clarion. So yeah, that's normal swell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swell 4. And if I want to add reeds, I'll add the trumpet, oboe, and the clarion. Alright, moving down to the great. We have a really lovely 16-foot flute conique. We have an 8-foot principal. An 8-foot Gams horn, really nice and lovely. We have an 8-foot Borden. The one thing I like about organs is when you activate a Borden of any kind, you usually can hear the attack, and that's quite authentic. I like that. We have an 8-foot harmonic flute. And our 4-foots, we have an octave. And a whole flute. Our 2-foots, we have a super octave. And the slightly mellower wild flute. Wild flute, that's what it is. We have a nice sesquialtera. And that's a... yeah. So, being a sesquialtera, we could use a wild flute, super octave, whole octave, harmonic, Borden, principal, and Gemsar. We could easily do that for. If I don't like using the sesquialtera for some odd reason, you could use the mixture and add the 3-rank Scharf. And that's more or less normal great for me. In reed-wise, we have a 16-foot Posaune. It's nice and majestic. A nice 8-foot trumpet. And we also have tremulant and the festival trumpet that can be coupled up from the choir. I'm not going to play that right now. And your couplers, swell to grade 16/8/4 and choir to grade 8-foot. In the choir, we have a nice viola pomposa, and I like to pair that with the viola celeste. Holzgedacht 8-foot. Nice. We have an Ursaler Celeste. Really nice. 4-foot principal. Quite similar to that of the swell. A 4-foot flute. The Nazard is the same in the swell, so I'm not going to play that. We have a nice 2-foot piccolo. And a 1 1/3 foot Largo, which is a Nazard 1 octave up. I like using the 1-foot Sifflet a lot, so. And our mixture rank, we have a 3-rank cymbal, so that goes as Sifflet, piccolo, flute, principal, Holzgedacht, and the viola. And that's basically more or less normal choir for me. In reed-wise, we have a 16-foot basson. Nothing too heavy there, I like that. An 8-foot crumhorn. I do like Rodgers crumhorns, but I have to say I like the crumhorn on the Organette Sorrows a lot better. But their English horn is nothing to beat. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that. I like using that a lot. And we have the festival trumpet that is basically on chamade, like it's unenclosed, it's very bombastic. And we have swell, the choir, 16, 8, and 4. So that's basically the organ stopwise. We have a nice Zimbelstern. I like how it doesn't sound like Santa's sleigh. Now, I'm going to play a normal crescendo. Now, if I activate the orchestral crescendo, that sounds a lot different and quite a bit nicer. I like it. Yeah, I like that a lot. I would use that if I played here more often. Now we have a nice set of chimes on the grate. And a really lovely harp in the choir. So that's basically the organ itself, and 2D is basically everything. Which also includes the 32-foot contrabass, and I like that a lot. So you have 10 factory wire presets and many capture memories on here. So I'm not going to play through all of them because I already have nearly 12 minutes. So that's the organ for you. Dan out.